Hey Aces, I'm John.
And I'm Johnny.
And welcome back to EHS Today.
Before we get started, we have some announcements to make.
On February 12th, our Scholars Bowl team heads to the state tournament.
Parent-teacher conferences will be held on Teams and on the phone on the 16th and 17th from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m.
There will be no school on the 18th or the 21st. Enjoy your 4-day weekend.
I mean, it's not as good as our 5-day weekend, but whatever.
Why can't you just be great?
Here's Elias with Euphoria.
All right, thanks guys. So for my story today, as many of you know, the show Euphoria has come out. And many people are criticizing the show because they believe that the show is a little bit inappropriate for a high school setting. So I asked a few people around the school what their opinions were on that matter and if they believe that the stories in the show are relevant to a high school setting. So let's see what they had to say. The show has been heavily criticized because some people feel that the topics the show talks about and depicts is better adapted for a college setting rather than a high school setting. What is your opinion on that?
I think that's true. Like, maybe you don't see a lot of that here. Maybe it goes on like in the bigger cities and states and stuff, but I think it's more of college than high school.
It's kind of adapted for both just because of what all the kids are going through. Like, it is set in a high school setting because that's kind of what happens in high school. You know, teachers don't really see it, neither do parents, but high schoolers go through a lot of stuff and don't talk about it.
While the show is obviously over-exaggerated, do you feel that some of the topics are relevant to a high school setting?
Maybe drug use maybe, but other than that, I really don't see very much of that here. Like, we have a strict kind of dress code, IDs and all that, so I don't really see much of that here.
So the main topic that I think is related to a high school setting is Nate and Maddie's relationship due to the fact that they're in such a toxic relationship that they can't really get out of it. And though Nate loves her, they're not good for each other. And there's a lot of relationships here that are exactly like that.
All right, well, that is all I have for you guys. Thank you to everyone who took the time to answer my questions, and let's get back to the anchors.
Thanks, Elias. Now let's go to Skya with powerlifting.
Hi everybody, I'm Skya, and today we'll be interviewing the powerlifting team and the powerlifting coach to figure out the right lifting techniques.
This is Porter,
Ray, Coach Early.
and today we'll be showing you how to properly do a deadlift.
We have 3 different types of deadlifts that we teach in weights. We teach Sumo Deadlift, we teach Straight Bar Deadlift, and we teach Hex Bar Trap Bar Deadlift. Different than like straight or trap. Sumo, you want your feet wide, toes pointed out, okay? And your grip, you're gonna have your hands inside of your knees, okay? Now as he addresses the bar, he's gonna address the bar, one hand over, one hand under on his grip, and he drops his hips. You wanna make sure your hips are down, you wanna make sure your back's flat and your chest is up. Okay, what he's going to do now, he's going to lift, he's going to press his feet through the floor, and he's going to bring his hips and shoulders together up through the lift. When he comes up, he's going to lock shoulders back, chest out, and then as we call the lift good, then he's going to bring it back down to the floor, same way. That's just, he addresses, he's going to grab the handles, and his feet again are hip width apart, maybe a little wider, and his back's still flat, his chest is still out, and his shoulders and everything's in line. His head's up. Now, again, he's going to press his feet through the floor. When he presses his feet through the floor and stands up, he's going to bring those hips, shoulders and hips coming together at the same time. He's still going to have the same lockout as the straight. After he locks out his big chest, he's going to bring it back down to starting position. And that's our trap bar or hex bar deadlift that we use. When he addresses the bar, he's going to make sure he addresses the bar. His feet are going to be about hip width apart, maybe a little wider. And when he bends down, so he's going to bend at his knees and his hips, and his arms are going to be on the outside of his knees, okay? bring your feet in just a little bit more. Okay? Arms on the outside of his knees. Grip is the same as the sumo. One hand over, one hand under. So he's going to have one hand over, one hand under. Hips are down. His back is flat. His chest is out. When he lifts, his shoulders and his hips are going to come together in alignment. So when he comes up, he's not going to raise his hips. He's still going to have a lockout position at the top, chest out, and then he's going to return back to the starting position. Okay?
That's it for the powerlifting team today. Back to the anchors.
Thanks, Gaia. Here's Esmeralda with swimming and diving.
Hey Aces, it's me Esmeralda with your sports announcements. Hall of Fame will be announced. Friday, February 11th, girls wrestling will be held at North High. Boys and girls bowling will be at North Rock Lanes at 8. Girls varsity is at 6 and our boys basketball play at 7:15. Saturday, 12 Scholars Bowl will be held at West. Swimming and diving will be at East at 9. Good luck to all our Aces. I got the chance to interview 2 of our swimming and diving teammates.
What made you do swimming?
So I've been swimming for about 4 to 5 years now via club swim. So I felt like, especially going to East High and joining the IB program, I know that we've had a history of like good swimming. So I felt like I've heard about the great Coach Hutch, and I felt like it was just a great opportunity for me to go here.
What are some improvements that you have made or seen?
So this season, I felt like mostly for improvements, I felt like just bonding as a team. That I felt like just as a full team, we've come together more. But in my own right, I felt like I've physically just improved, and like endurance-wise, have just become a better swimmer. But what I've mostly enjoyed the most with the improvements are, as a team, I felt like we bonded and have come together over the last like 3 months.
What made you do swimming?
Well, I started swimming because I just wanted to have some physical activity, and I just wanted to stay fit.
Okay. What goals do you have?
Well, as of right now, I just want to qualify for state and hopefully do my best, but the main thing is just to have fun. Swimming is just for fun, and I really enjoy it.
Good luck to all our Aces.
Thanks for watching, Aces. See you next time.